welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching my video. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate your comments and everything, so thank you. I hope you enjoy this video. Today I'm bringing to you a tutorial. It's for a wrap. It's gorgeous. I absolutely adore it. It's quite a wide wrap, sorry. I'll try and show you on camera. So yeah, it's a triangle shaped wrap and it's got tassels. So it's got tassels on either side of the wrap, and I'm also going to show you how to make the tassel and then place it on the end of this wrap. So there will be 3 tassels on the wrap. There will be the free pattern and photos and explanations on my blog as usual at selinaveronique.com, so don't forget to check that out and download the pattern if you want. And yes, I hope you enjoy it. So I've called it La Belle Parisienne Wrap Shawl because it just reminded me of Paris and all the cafes over there, and it's really like a very wide wrap, so it'll keep you nice and cozy during the winter, and it's quite elegant. It's simple yet very elegant, so it did remind me of like Parisian style. So yes, I hope you like it. So to make this shawl you will need 3 skeins of Lion Brand yarns Heartland. So this yarn is an absolute delight to work with. It's a medium 4 yarn, and I used shade Denali. I don't know how you pronounce that, but I think that's... So it's 103 Denali. So yes, I also used a 6.5mm hook, and you will be needing a cardboard. So I just cut like a piece of cardboard to make your tassels. So just cut a piece of cardboard the size you want your tassel to be, and a pair of scissors and a tapestry needle. So I will be showing you in this tutorial how to make this very simple shawl, but also the tassels and how to tie them on. So also to make this shawl I will be using US terms, and I wanted to give you the dimensions also of this shawl. So it is 62 inches wide, so across like this, and it's 38 inches long, so from the top to the bottom it's 38 inches, and I'll be writing all this down on my blog and in centimeters too. So to begin, we are going to be making a slip knot. So just make your slip knot and pop your hook through. Once you've done that, you are going to be chaining 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. And you are going to be slip stitching into the first chain that we made. So pop your hook through, take your yarn, pull it through that loop and the second loop on your hook, and you slip stitch. Now we are going to chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and this counts as your first double crochet. So I'm just going to try and zoom in a bit. Yes, now we are going to be making 4 more double crochets within that circle. So just wrap your yarn round, go into the circle, take your yarn, pull it through. We've got 3 loops on our hook. Take your yarn, pull through 2 loops. We've got 2 loops left on our hook. Take your yarn and pull through 2 loops. And that's our double crochet. If you need more help on how to double crochet, I will be linking in the description box my video on how to double crochet. And now we're going to make another 3 inside that circle. So 1, 2, 3. So now we've got 4 double crochets that we just made, plus our chain 3 right here that counts also as a double crochet, and this makes our first cluster of 5 double crochets for our project. So what we're going to do is chain 2, so 1 and 2. Once you've chained 2, you are going to go into that circle once again and place another 5 double crochets. So just wrap your yarn around and place another 5 double crochets inside that circle. I have tied in my loose end as I was going. There we go, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now if we look at our project like so, so this is my loose end. So we have 5 double crochets on one side, chain 2 here in the middle, and 5 double crochets on the other side. And this is our first round for our Parisian shawl wrap. So to begin row 2, we are going to pop our hook back in, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. This counts as our first double crochet, and turn your work. So I've just turned my work, and this is the chain 3 that we've just done. So what we're going to do is we're going to place another double crochet in that first stitch. Usually what we would do if we wanted to go into each stitch is go into the second one, because obviously this chain 3 counts as our first double crochet, so we would make our second double crochet in the second stitch. But we want to add another double crochet in that same stitch so that our shawl will get wider and wider. So basically it's 2 double crochets together in that first stitch. So just pop your double crochet in that first stitch, and now we've got 2 in the first stitch. What we're going to do is we're going to pop a double crochet, just 1, into each stitch along like so. So just take your yarn, go into the next stitch and pop a double crochet, go into the next stitch and pop a double crochet, go into the next stitch and pop a double crochet, and in the 5th just pop a double crochet. So there we go. So now we have 6 double crochets within that side, and we are going to be, so now we've reached our chain 2 space from the previous row like so. What we're going to do is place 2 double crochets just inside this space, so 1 and 2, chain 2, 1 and 2, and we're just going to place another 2 double crochets within that space. So just go ahead and place 2 more double crochets in that space, and we've got our center. Now we're just going to go around the other side and place a double crochet within each double crochet from the previous row. So just double crochet inside that double crochet and place your next double crochet, and again in the next stitch and in the next stitch. And now we've reached the last stitch from the previous row just here, and it's in fact the chain 3 that we did from the previous row, and we are going to be placing 2 double crochets to finish off our round. So just find the last chain that we did, the third chain right here, place 1 double crochet in it. Remember, it counted as a double crochet, and place another inside that very same spot you've just placed your double crochet in. Place another double crochet. So when we look at this row, it's actually very symmetrical. So basically we've got now we've got 2 double crochets together here, a double crochet in each stitch, 2 double crochets in the center space, chain 2 to create our center space again, and all our double crochets here, and at the bottom we've got 2 double crochets together. So it's very repetitive and very soothing. So for row 3, we're just going to pop our hook back in. We are, as always, going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and this counts again as our first double crochet. Turn your work, and we're going to just place another double crochet in that stitch. So just wrap your yarn round, go in that stitch and place another double crochet. So we've got 2 double crochets together in that first stitch here. Now, as we did last time, we're just going to double crochet into each individual double crochet from the previous row. So just go ahead and double crochet into each and every stitch from the previous row. There we go. So it's a very easy pattern, very repetitive and beautiful, and the yarn is so lovely. So now we've reached our chain space from the previous row, the center. We're just going to make 2 double crochets in that center, 1 and 2, chain 2, 1 and 2, and make 2 double crochets inside that center again, like we did in the previous row. There we go. So we've got 2 double crochets, 2 chains, 2 double crochets in the center, and now we're just going to go down that side and place a double crochet within each double crochet on that side. So it's very simple and very soothing, and we're just going to carry on with this pattern. And there we go. Now we've placed a double crochet. Now we've reached the chain 3 from the previous row just here, which counts as a double crochet. So we're just going to find that and place 2 double crochets in that space. So 2 double crochets together just to finish off this row. So you see our wrap is starting to look like a wrap. So yes, so that's what we're going to do. I'm just going to show you the beginning of the next row, but it's very repetitive. So again, we're just going to chain 3. So for the 4th row, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. Turn your work and just go in to that first stitch once again and do your 2 double crochets together. So what you're going to do now is the exact same as the previous rows. I'm just going to explain it briefly. So you're going to go into each stitch and double crochet. When you've reached the top, you're going to make 2 double crochets together, chain 2, 2 double crochets, double crochet all the way along into each stitch, and once you reach the end, you're going to place 2 double crochets together in the last stitch. So it's very easy and very straightforward. If you need more help, just rewind the video and watch how I've done the rows, the previous rows, and I'll just let you carry on with your wrap until you reach the size you desire. I finished mine at 62 inches wide, which is quite wide, but I wanted it nice and soft and, you know, comfy and cozy for the winter. So just carry on, and then I'll show you how to make a tassel and how to attach it to our shawl. So to make a tassel, you are just going to take your cardboard, the size that you want your tassel to be. So I just cut out a random piece of cardboard, and you are going to be wrapping your yarn round this cardboard. So you will need also a pair of scissors just for this tassel. So to begin, you're just going to cut a small length of, you're going to cut 2 small lengths actually of yarn. So these are my strands. Plop them aside. And then you are going to be wrapping your yarn around your cardboard until you reach the length that you want your tassel to be. So I'm just going to wrap around until I reach the amount that I want. So I've reached the amount that I want. I apologize for the look of my, I snipped off the yarn. Yes, the look of my cardboard, but I have used it a few times since I've cut it out for my project. So you're just going to slide the yarn out, making sure to grip this side, like the middle. And what you're going to do is take one strand and place it through this the middle, and just tie your yarn like so. So you're just going to tie your yarn. So I'm going to make a few knots like this, and these are the strands, so make sure you keep those like this, and these are the strands that I'm going to use to tie onto my wrap. Then I'm going to take my other strand and pull it like this, put it down, and then place your tassel and wrap your strand of yarn round where you want your tassel to kind of begin, the fringes, and just pull it tight, but not too tight, but quite tight, and tie it. So I'm going to make a few knots. So once I've made that knot, I'm going to wrap it round twice more, just because I like the look of a tassel that has a few strands of yarn around. Just tie it again nice and tight, and a few times, a few knots. I'm going to make an extra knot, and there we go. I'm going to snip off these pieces right here, making sure not to snip off too much yarn, and I'm gonna try and make it so, yeah, this often happens, so I'm just gonna snip off the extra pieces from my knot just to make it a bit more discreet. There we go. So there we go, we have a nice tassel. The strands look nice, and what we're going to do, we're going to separate this bit as best we can and snip off, the yarn in the middle at the bottom to make our tassel. So I'm just going to snip these right here. There we go. And this is our tassel just here. And what I'm going to do is kind of give it a little haircut, so to speak, just so that it looks nice and even. So I'm just going to show you on camera. So just hold it up and make sure that all the strands look nice and equal. Oh, I'm just gonna, I forgot one, so I'm just gonna snip this off, and there we go. And I've made it nice and neat. Just gonna get rid of these. There we go. So now we've got our tassel, and I'm just going to show you how to tie it onto my wrap. So I'm just going to take my wrap, and I'm just going to tie my tassel on the bottom. So just take your yarn and just tie it like so. And I'm going to do a double knot. And then once I've done that and it's nice and secure, I am going to tidy up these loose ends. So I'm just going to use a tapestry needle and tie in those loose ends, which is quite easy. So just take your tapestry needle and I'll show you briefly how to do that. So I'm just going to tidy them up like so, a bit randomly inside the shawl. So just tidy them up with your tapestry needle, and I just go back and forth a few times, making sure they're nice and tidy. And that's, so I'll let you carry on. I'm going to do mine properly, and I'll just let you carry on before I snip off the loose ends. So I'll let you carry on doing your wrap and your tassels, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I loved making it, and I love this wrap. I'm going to add a few photos on my blog, so just if you want to look at the photos, just check that out. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye bye.